tonight. We say a big thank you to the organizers. May God bless you all, and I hope you all make some money tonight. And I wish you all every success, and maybe next year will be a better one. Thank you so much. May God bless you all. And I hope you all have a good time and have a safe journey home. We're going to end tonight. So you have the lovely DJs coming on, and he's right in front of you. So we want to say thank you and good night. And one more time for the Serenaders band.
Is this a Jamaican Independence Award? Dominican? What award is this? Pardon me? You lot are boring, man. St. Lucian! Hands up, come on, St. Lucian! If you are St. Lucian in the building and you're feeling good, hands up! Just about, innit? Listen, we are here once a year to celebrate St. Lucians in the UK. St. Lucians in the UK are growing and we're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. One thing I want to say is we must teach our kids and their kids about the legacy of our wonderful island, yeah? Can I get a yes, please? I'm getting you, sorry. And I think it's important that we remember this. That ugly guy, Desir, over there, what he's doing right now, I think is fantastic. He's making us be aware of what's going on. So remember, your grandkids, their kids, you are St. Lucians. It don't matter that we're living in England, and it's cold, and it's wet, and we have no money. Because they think we've got money back there. We've got none. We're struggling, but we're still St. Lucians, and we're still doing the right thing. So give yourselves a big round of applause. Come on! You know, I like St. Lucian people, you know. I do love St. Lucian people. I love my island. I love my St. Lucian people. And I think it's important we keep this going. Huh? What's my island? What's St. Lucian, innit? Chelsie is where we're from. All the sweet boys are from one place. Chelsie. Shut up! But I don't care. All the sweet boys are from Juste, yeah? That's all I'm saying. As we land in London, we took over, and all you lot followed us. That's what I'm saying. I'm handing you over to the boss. I call him the boss. I'm handing you over to the boss. Big time.
Good evening, everybody. Now, normally when we have these kind of events, all I seem to hear is people speaking English. Isn't that true? Bonsoir tout le monde. Est-ce que tout le monde bien bonsoir? Est-ce que tout le monde qui enjoy quand il bonsoir? Nous sommes tous cette ici. Est-ce que pas tous cette ici? Et puis, j'en trouve pas tout le monde qui sortit cette ici. Nous disons j'en qui sortit cette ici. Now, for those who don't understand me, I'm welcoming everyone in our tongue, in our native tongue. And one of the things that we tend to forget is that we need to pass on some of our cultural heritage back to the next generation and the generation after that. And some of the things that we tend to forget is we need to speak our language and be proud of it. So when I actually pick up the phone and speak to St. Lucia, the first thing I say, Garçon, ça tout le monde bien ici? Moi, wish moi j'étais soleil. It means I wish I was back in the sun. And I wish I was there enjoying it, because to me, I'm a proud St. Lucian. First and foremost, let me introduce myself. My name is Bertram Leon. I was the former president of the International St. Lucian Association, with members scattered from the US, the UK, Canada, the Caribbean, as far as St. Croix, etc. I served as the president for approximately 8 years. Before that, I was also the president of the St. Lucia Unity of UK St. Lucia Associations. And I'm also here from Grosley. I'm a proud Grosleyan. I'm also the president of the Grosley Association here. But I see myself as a St. Lucian first and foremost because I'm a very proud St. Lucian. I honor being a St. Lucian. I do whatever I can for the benefit of St. Lucia, and I hope we all here today is because we are passionate about our country and we support our country. I'm hoping we're going to have a fantastic time tonight. We have some fantastic people here we are going to be awarding. We've got people like Brenda Emmanus, who many people here knows. We've got...
Round of applause, come on, come on, come on, come on.
We've got Mr. Juste.
Come on.
People will know. We've got Cyrus, Desir.
Come on.
We've got one of my favorites on the bill here, Llewella Gideon, so I hope I give her a kiss before she... She's been one of my favorites. We got Mikey Afrique, the superman himself. We got Nereus Juste. We got Melius. And we've got a fantastic couple here who we're going to be giving a Lifetime Achievement Award, and we'll be saying a little bit more about them. Mr. Juste and Teresa Moore, who is going to be receiving our Lifetime Achievement Award. But before we do that, we've got a very honored guest here. He is our new High Commissioner from St. Lucia, His Excellency, Mr. Guy Mayers. So I'm going to call him, first and foremost, to give us a short introduction, to tell us about St. Lucia, to perhaps even welcome us, because 38 years of independence is a very big milestone, and it's continuing. So without further ado, I'm going to call His Excellency, Mr. Guy Mayers, to perhaps grace us and give us a few speech on behalf of St. Lucia.
Come on, guys. We can do better than that. Come on. Yeah. Celebrate.
Good evening to everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. And happy 38th Independence celebrations to all of you. I bring you greetings from St. Lucia. You notice my voice is a bit hoarse. It's because of the cold British weather. I am trying to adjust to it. But I'm happy to be here with you tonight. And I want to thank all of you who turned out at our meeting a couple of weeks ago when our Prime Minister and 2 other government ministers were in town. I had made a commitment to the executives of the associations that whenever a government minister or the Prime Minister was coming through, that I would ask them to stay back and arrange for them to meet with St. Lucians in London. And next week, or a week after, we should be having our foreign minister here, and the following week, our tourism minister. And so I will inform you of the dates that they're going to be here, and I will arrange for town hall meetings with them so that they can introduce themselves and tell you what the ministry is doing and the plans that they have for St. Lucia. My name is Guy Mayers and I'm the new High Commissioner. Before that, during 2006 to 2011, I served as a government minister, first as the Minister for Trade, Industry and Commerce, and then as the National Security Minister. At home I run my own business, Mayor's Printing and the Mirror newspaper. And as you know, we had elections on the 6th of June, and we now have a new government headed by our Honorable Prime Minister, Alan Juste, and I've been asked to play the role of your High Commissioner. It is a role I take very, very seriously. It is a role, I think, through that, I want to work with the associations in the UK. I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done to bring the associations and St. Lucians living, not just in London, but in the UK, closer together. We will continue to inform you of the developments at home, and as the Prime Minister has indicated, that we have some very exciting developments taking place at home. We want all St. Lucians to be informed and to be part of the development of your country. You don't have to live in St. Lucia to assist. In his independence speech, the Prime Minister acknowledged the contribution that St. Lucians like yourself in the UK have been making to the development of St. Lucia. And he has encouraged you to continue that work, to be good ambassadors for your country. And as we continue with the new projects that he's working on, we want you to participate. It's not only about foreign investment coming from foreigners, but you as St. Lucians living in the diaspora here can make your own contributions to the development of St. Lucia in terms of investing in these new areas in St. Lucia. So, as I said, once the government ministers come through, I will allow them to meet with you and to continue to inform you of what is going on at home. But tonight we are here to celebrate. I want to add my voice to the applause for those persons who are going to receive the awards tonight. And I want to encourage you to continue to celebrate St. Lucia. 38 years in some people's mind is a long time, but as a nation, 38 years is not a very long time. We still have a lot of growing to do, and we want you as St. Lucians to let your children who are born here, as Mr. Leo said, we want them to know of our culture. We want them to remember the things that you, who were born in St. Lucia and migrated, the things that meant a lot to you. One of the things we are going to do as part of the independence celebrations is on Tuesday, I would like to invite all of you to our first independence lecture. We are going to be, the topic of that lecture will be St. Lucia's contribution to the Second World War. There were many St. Lucians who lost their lives during that time. And we would like you to invite your young people to come and listen. Mr. J. Douglas will be the presenter, and we will be talking about St. Lucia's contribution. Let them come to hear what St. Lucians contributed on the world scene. We want to make that an annual affair, and we'll have a different topic for next year, obviously. But we want to continue to bring to you the developments happening in St. Lucia, and we want you to continue to give support to your island. So let me thank all of you that are here tonight for tuning out in support of this program, and I wish all of you a happy 30th anniversary of independence. Thank you very much.
Round of applause, please. Stay there. Can you stay there, please, sir? Can you stay there? As a St. Lucian in London, who goes to Jazz Festival every year, I would like to know, as a St. Lucian in London, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. I've heard there's no jazz this year. They advertised before they spoke to us and let us know. Tell me what's going on.
Well, again, the Minister for Tourism will be here next month, and he will give you some money. But let me say that it is not true that there is not going to be Jazz Festival. There is going to be Jazz Festival.
Tell us so we know.
And the Jazz Festival, there was a launch of a new program. One second.
I'll do that for you.
recall that 2 weeks ago, there was a launch of the new program called Soleil, which is St. Lucia's Summer Festival. All that's happening now is that we are lengthening the term of the program. So instead of just having the Jazz Festival on the Mother's Day weekend, and that's it for the year, there's going to be a new program called the St. Lucia Summer Festival, and it stretches from the 12th of May, ending with an Arts and Heritage Festival in October. So you're not only going to come home for May on Mother's Day weekend. We want you to come home for the Jazz Festival, which is going to be from the 12th to the 14th of May. Then there's the Roots and Soul program from the 16th to the 18th of June. Then there's the Lucia Carnival in July. And there's the Food and Rum Festival in August, Country and Western and Blues in September, and the Arts Heritage, which is part of the Oktoberfest. And so we want you to come home on a more regular basis.
That sounds good, yeah. One more question for you. Donald Trump, I'm not going to say it, Donald Trump got voted into America, yeah? And I heard he said that the whole of the Caribbean islands can visit America apart from one island, Jamaica. What's your thoughts on that?
I can't be a spokesman for Mr. Trump, so I prefer to plead the Fifth Amendment of that.
Thank you, round of applause, please, come on! I'm good.
Ladies and gentlemen, normally it is customary that before we take speeches, we actually have the national anthem. So normally we would have had the national anthem and then asked the High Commissioner to come, but he's already done his speech, so what we will do is we cannot actually proceed with proceedings before we actually have our national anthem. So I'll invite everyone to stand for the national anthem of St. Lucia.
Ready? radio presenters, play that on the radio. So I'm going to be honest, when I was younger they played different records, but they didn't play the anthem for me at home. And the words are so real and so true to us. And we stand up for the British anthem. Some of us stand up for the Jamaican anthem, I'm not getting that. But the St. Lucian anthem we need to stand up for. So radio DJs, please play it, let us hear it, and let's go for it. Round of applause, sit down please, thank you so much.
Before I proceed, I'm going to introduce my co-host for tonight as well. She's going to be the one nudging me when I'm actually going off cue. But without further ado, I'm going to introduce Chelsie Lewis, who's actually going to be my co-host for tonight. Please, let me
Round of applause, please, come on. I'm not saying this is my cousin or anything, but you know.
Chelsie is just going to say a few words and tell us a little bit about herself.
Okay, so my name is Chelsie Lewis. I am here on behalf of St. Lucia Tourist Board, alongside my colleague Hilda, who's sitting at the back there. I'm a third generation St. Lucian. My heritage is in the most beautiful part, which is Victoria and Juste. But obviously I'm honoured to be here tonight representing the island. Is it people booing? The entire island is beautiful. Obviously I've got to represent where my roots are, my heritage. So I'm honoured to be here tonight to help celebrate the 38th independence of our island. Our simply beautiful island.
Round of applause please, come on.
Okay, well, we're going to move into our first...
No, don't do that.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
I would like to know what that big thing is on your chest. The man is wearing some big chip on his chest. I would like to know what that is, please.
Okay. Well, for those who probably know or those who don't know, at Independence Day, the St. Lucia government give awards similar to when the Queen gives an award here for either it be the New Year or I think in June when she also gives award. So in 2012, the Prime Minister on behalf of the Governor General awarded me with one of the orders of St. Lucia, one of the highest orders of St. Lucia, which is the Prt2 Medal Gold Award for my community services for both the St. Lucian diaspora and also for developing and helping the communities back in St. Lucia. So in 2012 I was accepted in the Order of St. Lucia, and hence this is one of the medals that you receive as part of awarding nationals who have given either to St. Lucia or have helped in terms of developing youth programs, different things in St. Lucia. So my award was very much a community award, and it's one of the orders of St. Lucia. So it's the Prt2 Gold.
Come on! And Bertram, I don't know why you haven't introduced me to anybody yet, because I'm here working away for my people, and I don't know. Is it because I'm from Chanel? That's what you're vexing me. What's going on?
Well, I thought you probably wanted to stay in the background and
I do.
You wanted to remain nameless. But let's hear it here from our man who's actually keeping things going and keeping things moving. Please, without further ado, really have it for you.
You lovely people. Let's start. Let's get it started.
Thank you very much. You're doing a great job. Okay, so we're going to move on to the first category, which is the award for community. And Chelsie, you're going to be reading the citation for that person, for the first community, which is Anthony Cowboy James.
No one ever got Anthony Cowboy James. To be honest, I would have happy, but I'm not saying nothing.
So, Anthony, can you please stand so we all know your information? So, I'm just going to give you some background information on Anthony before we ask him to come up. So, Anthony James was born in Mikey, St. Lucia on the 3rd of February 1977. Anthony arrived in the UK in 2002 and studied construction at Brookhouse College after coming from a business-oriented family background. It was not long before Anthony set up a small construction company here in the UK, mainly employing young St. Lucians. In 2010, Anthony ventured into the importing industry, forming a company named Banqueting Foods, which regularly shipped ground provision and fruits from St. Lucia to England, creating employment for 100 farmers in St. Lucia. In 2013, Anthony tried his hand as a chef, making black pudding mainly for the St. Lucian community. This became such a success, it led Anthony to find permanent business premises and keep up with demand. This was when Pappy's Kitchen was formed in the Argyle estate of Leabridge Road. This not only provided St. Lucians with somewhere to eat, our local food, but also provided St. Lucians with a place to socialise after the closure of Delma's pub. On the back of this success, Anthony acquired a shopping captain and made Pappy's Kitchen a successful takeaway restaurant. Tonight, the St. Lucian Entertainment Specialist would like to award Anthony James and wish him all the best with his future endeavours as St. Lucian Achievement Award for his contribution to the St. Lucian community. Congratulations.
Come on! And all those who want to put it, no.
Can I ask Mary Matthias, who is also a member of the order for St. Lucia, to also come and present this award with me as well?
Round of applause, please. Come on. Come on.
Anthony, please accept this award on behalf of the St. Lucian community for your contribution to our community.
Quick word. Say something quickly, please. Say something quickly, man. Say something. Any progress, sir? Exactly. Yes, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, not too long, you know, and don't put anything else in the speaker.
Very short. I'd like to find the Achievement Award group for Achievement Group for nominating me for this award tonight. I'm very honored to have been given this award. I would like to thank my family, my brothers, my cousins, my girlfriend for supporting me through these years. I'd like to thank all the St. Lucians here in the UK as well for supporting me. The football team, Rupert, all the guys, Owen, Kingpin, everybody. I'm very honored to have received this, and I would like to see more St. Lucians receive awards like this, young people like this. So,
Beautiful. Come on. African power. That was so nice. See how emotional he was. St. Lucians do pride, trust me. Where are we now? Okay, so can I get the drummers on stage, please?
We're just going to have a short interval before our next award, so we're going to have a bit of entertainment, which is the drummers.
Are you guys ready to set up?
Ladies and gentlemen, can we please have a big round of applause and a big St. Lucian cheers for the Romero drummers.
Traditional culture inside. for me, please. That was alright, innit? That was alright, innit? I noticed the beautiful table were having a good time. I don't know what that was. The beautiful table was having a really good time. Again, thank you all for being here. London is cold and wet and it's March. Crazy. In St. Lucia it's hot and it's sunny and that's where I'd like to be. Boss, are you ready?
I'm ready as always. Okay. We're going to move on to our second category of awards, and that's in the entertainment category. We've got Brenda Emmanus in that category for TV and stage category. Cyrus Desir, Mr. Juste, and I pronounce it right. His name is French, called Juste. A lot of people call him Saint Just because it's called Juste or whatever, but it's a French name of Saint Juste because of our French connection. So don't call him Mr. Saint Just when you see him. Call him Mr. Saint Juste. He's really proud of him. And we also got Llewella, who will also be, I hope I give the honor this time because I'm a great fan of Llewella, you know, and I've got my paper here for you to sign before you go home. So, let us move on to first hear the citation for Brenda, which is going to be read by Mrs. Mary Matthias.
Right, the applause please, come on.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very, very honoured to be asked to read Brenda's citation because she's long been, I've long been a fan of hers, and over the years I've watched how she's developed on BBC, and it's really exciting for me to have to read this. It's very different. Okay, Brenda's media career has been long-standing and consistent. Over the years, she has extended her professional skills in television, broadcasting, radio, and print journalism. She is currently BBC London News, Art, Culture, and Entertainment correspondent, a role that allows her to combine creativity, journalism, across television, radio, and online output. Brenda's profile rose as one of the co-presenters on BBC One's The Close Show, which she contributed to for several years. She has since fronted the interior design program The Terrace, the midweek national lottery, and features for holidays, all on BBC One. She was also one of the main presenters on Healthy Holidays and Money Makeovers for Grenada and Sky Television. As a regular face on ITV's This Morning, Brenda teamed up with Richard Madeley and Judy Felligan as their fashion and entertainment experts. She is no stranger to radio, having contributed to various broadcast outlets, presenting The Early Show live on BBC Radio 2, and as a frequent guest on Radio 5 Live and Radio 4's Women's Hour. For several years, Brenda fronted the youth magazine programme Megamix for BBC World Service and a film and entertainment gossip slot for Choice FM Radio. In the 80s and 90s, Brenda featured as art and features editor for The Voice newspaper, where she spent several years after leaving university. Brenda has also edited a specially commissioned magazine for International Women's Month and been a facilitating judge for 2 anthologies commissioned by Penguin Books. She has also had several short stories published. As a freelance writer, Brenda has contributed feature articles to Luxor, Pride magazine, Cosmopolitan, and Caribbean Eye magazines, as well as The Observer and New Nation newspapers. But perhaps Brenda's greatest love after her family is Dare I say it, St. Lucia. A very regular visitor to the shores of her parents' birthplace. Brenda continued to give support to our associations, our community, and our island, and not to mention the general Caribbean community. Whenever her very busy schedule allowed her to, she is very visible and regular attendee at our national functions and charitable activities. So today, our community is in unison and proud to honour one of our own in Miss Brenda Emmanus with this award.
Round of applause, please, come on! I'm off to that kid's screen here.
Can we ask His Excellency, the High Commissioner, to join us on stage where he will do the presentation of the awards. And what we will do is we will read out all the citations of people in that category, and then the High Commissioner will give the award, if I have the permission of the audience. That will be okay. Thank you. Our second person in that category is Mr. Cyrus Desir, who is actually going to be awarded. But we decided that instead of us reading something from Mr. Cyrus, he is going to be gracing us and talk about himself to us as a slightly different slant to what we're doing. So, Mr. Cyrus, perhaps you may be able to grace us on stage.
Yes, ma'am. We would like you to tell us a little bit about you, please.
Very good evening, everyone. I don't know why I'm actually nominated to be nominated on a bill with Brenda, Emmanus, Llewella, Gideon. So admired, I admire you so much. My cousin Victor Evans, his partner Janet Kay, singing karaoke in my mum's bike St. Lucian the other day. Unbelievable, you know? Janet, we're looking what we tell her. I'm Cyrus Desir. I'm actually born in Stepney Green, East London, and fortunate enough to be brought up in St. Lucia for 6 years. I got the bug for acting. I consider myself more of a performance poet. You know, I write my own poetry. But I got the bug for acting when I attended Viewport Senior Secondary School, and there was a after-school drama group run by Mr. Kennedy Samuel Boots. If you guys, if you've got Lucia, you know who that is. Also, Mr. Kendall Hippolyte, known as Straw. And honestly, I can't believe it. Dizzy, I must say that awards are all about acknowledgement, and for you to acknowledge me and for us to acknowledge each other, to be aware of each other, it's a very progressive thing, so I'm really humbled. You know, thank you so much. There is a bit more about me. I must say, St. Lucia, spending 6 years there gave me a fantastic childhood. I ran around in the bush and did everything, and great education as well. St. Lucia had a fantastic education. It gave me a great educational foundation. I attended college and university in this country when I returned after spending 6 years there, age 18. Thank you. I don't know really what to say, I'm really humbled.
That's who's talking.
Okay, we're just going to have a short little intro from Brenda before we do the presentation.
Thank you. Honestly, is it a bit more dear? I was not expecting that. Whether they play with Telma. It really is a big deal for me. I mean, I spent my whole life, you know, giving awards out, you know, meeting celebrities, doing red carpet. But this is my Oscar, and this is my BAFTA.
Wow, come on!
I am truly a very, very proud St. Lucian. It runs through my bloodstream, and my mother's from Suffolk, my dad's from Viewport, and since I was a kid I've been going there and learning the language and being proud of the people. And I don't think it's no coincidence that the island is shaped like a mango, because it's that good for you and it keeps you healthy. It's the best medicine that there is. And I mean, my dad's up there with a great one, and I know he'll be really, really proud. My mum's sitting in Catford watching me on a documentary going out, she's watching there, but I know she'll be very, very proud. This is a night I will remember, and I thank you very, very much for honouring me, and I'll continue to do my best to make you proud too. Thank you.
Come on! Love it!
Okay, our next person who I'm going to be reading the citation for is Mr. Juste. Now, I know Louis may not necessarily be able to. Would you want to climb up here, Louis? Yeah.
I think he needs to.
Great stuff.
Yes, come on, come on, Gideon. Come on, round of applause, come on.
Let's have a round of applause for Louis.
Again, come on.
Mr. Louis